So, what are the conditions for parallel operation? In the previous session, I discussed what is the need of parallel operation. And in this video, I will explain what are the conditions if you want to connect a transformer in parallel with the existing transformer. So, one transformer is continuously giving supply to the load. Now, the load demand is increasing, so that you need to connect another transformer in parallel with the existing one. So, if you want to connect a transformer, so the transformer characteristics and what are the conditions to be satisfied to connect in parallel with the existing transformer. The first condition is polarities. Polarities must be equal, same. Polarity is nothing but that polarities can be obtained by using the polarity test. You need to test by using the polarities, you need to indicate the dot, and as per that one, you need to connect the transformer in parallel. Otherwise, what will happen? Circulating current will be takes place, and voltage ratios must be same. If the transformer is having 11 kV by 33 kV, 11 by 33 kV, nothing but primary is 11 kV and secondary is 33 kV. Similarly, if the secondary transformer, another transformer also must be connected 11 by 33 kV only. Nothing but the voltage ratios must be same. That is the second condition. The third condition is, this is the most important condition, the ohmic value of impedance of the transformers, ohmic value of the impedance of the transformer to be connected in parallel should be inverse proportional to the respective kVA rating. Nothing but respective kVA. For example, transformer 1, ohmic value of nothing but Z02 is 10 ohms, and the rating of the transformer is 10 kVA. So, this 10 ohms, nothing but ohmic value of the resistance of the transformer connected in parallel should be inverse proportional to the rating of the transformer, that is 10 kVA. Nothing but if you want to connect the transformer in parallel with the another transformer, this transformer capacity may be 10 kVA. This transformer capacity may not be 10 kVA. That may be 5 kVA, 2 kVA, 6 kVA, whatever it may be. So, that ohmic value of resistance, nothing but the resistance of this one and resistance of this one, this nothing but that individual transformer ohmic value of the resistance must be is connected with the inverse proportional to the rating of the transformer. Nothing but ZA is directly proportional to inverse proportional to SCA, rating of the transformer. If the rating of the transformer increases, the impedance must be decreases. So if you don't satisfy these condition, then what will happen? Load sharing will be different. Nothing but one transformer share load differently. Nothing but this 10 kVA transformer share, for example, 5 kVA, and another 10 kVA transformer share. For example, load is 12 kVA. This is 7 kVA. Nothing but this capacity is 10 kVA. This is capacity is 10 kVA. So that this transformer sharing 5 kVA load, another transformer is sharing 7 kVA load. Like that, different types of load sharing will be takes place. Another one. So this is the similar condition of previous one, but the resistance is measured in terms of per unit value, per unit impedance of the transformer. So this per unit impedance can be calculated for the transmission protection calculations purpose. So this per unit always calculated with respect to the base values. Nothing but one transformer is having 10 kV, 10 MVA, another transformer is 12 MVA, another transformer is 15 MVA. Like that, different types of MVAs will be there. So we take only one as a base value. So nothing, by using base values, we need to find the per unit impedance values. So this per unit impedance of the transformer based on respective kVA rating should be equal to the this is different. Uh, so this is the per unit impedance of the transformer based on common base kVA should be equal. The per unit impedance of transformer 1 should be equal to the per unit impedance of transformer 1 is equal to per unit impedance of transformer 2. Nothing but impedance, per unit impedance of the transformer must be equal based on respective kVA. So per unit impedance is nothing but this can be calculated with the actual impedance of the transformer in ohms over rating of the transformer, primary rating or secondary rating, that volt V square by rating of the transformer in terms of kVA. V square by, sorry, MVA by MVA or kVA by V square, kV square. So this is, in this way we need to calculate the per unit impedance. Per unit impedance. So for the primary and secondary. So both must be same, but in the for the transformer one, per unit impedance, transformer one must be equal to the per unit impedance of the transformer 2. This is the another condition. And another condition is X by R ratios. So transformer 1 X by R ratio, nothing but reactance to resistance ratio must be is equal to the transformer 2 X by R ratios. X1 by R1 is equal to X2 by R2. 2 is nothing but second transformer, 1 is nothing but first transformer. This condition must be satisfied. So with these two conditions, if these two conditions not satisfied, load sharing will be different. If this condition is not satisfied, power factors will be different. Power factor will be different. But the power factor of the transformer one is not similar to the power factor of the second transformer. And next one is phase sequence. So these conditions, the above 1, 2, 3, these are all conditions for common for single phase transformer and also for three phase transformer. For single phase transformer, these three conditions. For three phase transformer also, along with three conditions, extra two conditions will be available. That is nothing but three phase, nothing but three phases. Nothing but those three phases, phase sequence must be same. Nothing but for example, transformer 1 phase sequence is R by B. Transformer 2 phase sequence must be R by B. That should not be in terms of R B Y. This phase sequence is nothing but R by B, R by B. The transformer 1 phase sequence must be R by B. Transformer 2 phase sequence must be R by B. And this is the fourth condition. And the last condition is the transformers must be belongs to same phasor group. So which means, as we know all, that transformer is a phase phase shifting device. Phase shifting device. It is not a machine, it is a device. So this is applied voltage V1 and the flux production is Phi1. The induced EMF is E1 and E2. Nothing but the supply voltage to induced EMF is nothing but 180 degrees phase shift. Nothing but voltage to induced EMF, supply voltage to induced EMF is 180 degrees phase shift. So in this way we can conclude that the transformer is a phase shifting device. So same phasor group means the star star and comma delta delta, star star and star delta delta, and delta to zigzag 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 star. These connections, these types of connections, this is special types of connections, star to zigzag star. So these connections will produce a phase shift of 0 degree phase shift or 180 degrees phase shift. So these transformer belongs to one phasor group. So these phase transformer will produces 0 degree phase shift or 180 degrees phase shift. And the second phasor group is star delta and delta to star or star to zigzag star, and this belongs to one another phasor group. This will produces the phase shift as plus or minus 30 degrees or 180 plus or minus 30 degrees. This is the phase shift. I think that this is the two different types of phasor groups. So if you want to connect two transformers parallel, this is transformer 1, this is transformer 2. If you want to connect these two transformers in parallel, these two transformers must be belongs to either first phasor group, this is first phasor group, or second phasor group. So that means we can connect a star star primary star secondary star transformer and another primary star star transformer or delta to delta transformer can be connected in parallel, but star star transformer star delta transformer cannot be connected in the parallel. That is nothing but the fifth point. So the transformer which are connected in parallel, the must be the transformer to be connected in parallel must be belongs to the same phasor group. So these are the conditions for parallel operations. First third belongs to first third are the common conditions for three phase and a single phase. Last two conditions for especially for three phase. These are all about the transformer parallel operation.